Once upon a time there was a timid field mouse who lived near a river.
Oh, come on, a mouse? I gotta be a mouse in this story? Let's read about that.
Fine. Once upon a time there was a horrible, selfish, whiny little boy who annoyed everyone he met.
Who wants to read about something they can experience by going to a playground and finding a kid who skipped their medication that morning? This is supposed to be a fantasy, remember? You need to create a fantastic character, not a realistic one.
Have it your way. Once upon a time there was a dragon who lived on a mountain.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Am I a fierce dragon who breathes fire and hoards gold?
This dragon wasn't like others. He was short and pudgy, and he didn't have wings.
Now you're being abusive.
So, the little dragon, scorned by his peers, unloved by his parents, held up as an example of ridicule by the elders in his tribe.
We get the point. Move on.
This little dragon, Herbert was his name, decided to embark upon a quest to find his wings. Since he hadn't been born with them, he would have to prove himself worthy and win them by another means.
A little better, but not by much.
So, Herbert packed a bag with some gold, a few fractured diamonds, and his teddy bear, Armando.
Pathetic. Lose that last bit.
Herbert set off into the wilds of Fantasyland to find someone to help him.
It had better be someone cool, because Herbert is too much of a loser to hold a reader's interest.
On the first day, he came to a large house where two little girls lived. Little girls weren't home, but they had many wonderful toys.
Tell me you're not going there.
Herbert spent the whole morning having a tea party with their dolls and riding their tricycles around in the foyer.
That's ridiculous.
Hush. The illustrator will love it. The little girls returned to find Herbert whooping happily as he rode one of their hobby horses. The little girls were very fond of their hobby horses as well as their
no.
which Herbert had tried to put on his lips, but instead only managed to smear it all over his face.
You slipped from abusive to cruel.
The girls got brooms from the hall closet and chased Herbert from the house, whacking him over the head the whole way.
No wonder you can't get any A-list talent to work with you.
Poor Herbert headed off down the road, alone once more, with pink lipstick on his chin and clashing purple eyeliner on his cheeks.
Is that for the illustrator too? Because the demographic you're aiming for is too young to appreciate a story about gender confusion.
This supplied makeup is a muse.
What about the parents who have to read this trite swill aloud? You think they're going to embrace a dragon with sexual identity issues?
I'm counting on it. Herbert trembled until his feet were sore. Woe is me, he whined, taking refuge in a bend by the river. I have no friends and no one to help me. I'll never get my wings. I'll help you, said a little mouse.
I just had to get that mouse in there somewhere, didn't you?
Far to the north there was a gift shop, said the mouse. It sells everything your heart's desires.
Was that an advertisement? Did you just put an advertisement into the story?
Oh, I suppose you think it's easy making a living on words alone? Perhaps if I had a better muse, I'd be better off in my career at this point and not have to go to business for support.
Oh, so now it's all my fault.
But how will I find this gift shop with everything my heart desires? Asked the little dragon. The gift shop is owned by a witch, the mouse told him, but not an ugly witch. A smart and pretty witch with good business instincts and terrific accounting skills.
Stop pandering to your corporate interests.
The witch needs powdered dragon's claw for her potions. If you give her some claws, she will make you a set of wings.
Herbert's gonna wake up in a bathtub of ice, missing a kidney, isn't he?
Spare me the urban legend rehash.
Like you're being so original, with a pudgy dragon and an overly helpful field mouse.
It's a common misconception that dragon behavior is fueled by a love of treasure. In fact, it is hope that gives them the strength to be successful.
Now you're doing workshops in self-esteem?
So, Herbert picked himself up, retied his bag of diamonds and gold, and headed for the magical gift shop, which would give him everything his heart desired. When he arrived, the witch said,
Wait a minute. He can't have found the witch so easily.
What are you talking about?
He has to meet 3 people on his journey. Everyone knows that. The 3 musketeers, the 3 wise men, the 3 witches in Macbeth. In Western literature, everything works in threes.
Herbert did meet 3 people. The 2 little girls and the field mouse.
Well, the little girls count as one person.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. They were virtually indistinguishable from one another. And they both yelled at him for riding their hobby horses, and then hit him over the head with a broom. If they didn't do anything different from each other, they count as one character.
And what makes you such an expert? You have a degree in fine arts you'd like to show me? Because mine's hanging right there on the wall.
Some degree in fine arts you have if you don't know your main character has to meet 3 people on his journey, not 2.
I can't have Herbert meeting another person. I've used up my word count arguing with you. In fact, in a minute, I'm going to have to type the end. And if Herbert doesn't get his wings, it's all going to be your fault.
Ha! I did the world a favor preventing a creepy scene where a poor helpless dragon gets his claws ripped out by a witch, more devoted to capitalism than magic.
Well, it's not like you came up with anything better. What kind of a muse are you anyway? All you've done is mock my material.
For the record, you never asked me for ideas.
For the record, I thought you'd be a more inspiring... Oh no.
What?
I am at the end of my word count. Herbert got his wings, kissed a capitalistic witch, and they lived happily ever after at Heart's Desire Gift Shop, conveniently located at Route 9 in Bucks County. If you pass the cheese factory, you've gone too far.
That's the worst ending I've ever heard.
The next time, inspire a better one.
Next time, you can take your field mouse and...
End of word count. The end.
I haven't finished.
The end.
But I wanted to.
The end.
Stupid artists.
Stupid muses.